Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Have you ever been in a situation where someone disrespected you, cut you down, or dismissed your worth? Our immediate instinct is often to respond, to defend ourselves, to set the record straight. But what if I told you that staying quiet could be the most powerful response you can choose? That there's real strength in saying nothing when you could say everything. The strength in silence is often underestimated in a world that prizes expression, vocalization, and reaction. We are taught from a young age that speaking up is synonymous with strength, that the loudest voice in the room commands attention, respect, and authority. However, there lies a deeper, often overlooked power in the ability to remain silent, especially in moments of disrespect. This power is not born of weakness, rather, it is a conscious choice rooted in emotional intelligence and self-awareness. When faced with disrespect, the first instinct is to react, whether that reaction manifests as an angry retort, a defensive posture, or an emotional outburst. Yet, in those moments, the chaos that ensues can cloud judgment and escalate the situation, often leading to regret and further conflict. Responding in anger or frustration not only validates the disrespect, but also grants the other person control over your emotions and reactions. You find yourself playing into their narrative, losing your grounding, and becoming a part of the very drama you wish to avoid. Choosing silence as a response allows you to take a step back and regain control. It is an act of self-discipline that signals you are not easily swayed by the actions or words of others. This doesn't mean you are indifferent to the disrespect, rather you understand the significance of maintaining your composure. Silence can serve as a powerful shield against negativity. When you choose to remain quiet, you allow the situation to unfold without your interference, giving yourself the opportunity to observe rather than react. Silence encourages reflection. In those moments of quiet, you can take a breath and analyze what just occurred. You can ask yourself questions. Why did this person feel the need to disrespect me? What does their behavior reveal about them? What can I learn from this experience? This introspective approach can transform a negative encounter into a valuable lesson. Disrespect often says more about the person delivering it than the person receiving it. It reflects their insecurities, their frustrations, and sometimes their own unresolved issues. By recognizing this, you can distance yourself from the hurtful words and focus instead on your own emotional response, fortifying your self-esteem and self-worth. The strength in silence is deeply rooted in the understanding that every interaction is an opportunity for growth. When you choose not to engage in a verbal battle, you position yourself as the mature party, showcasing emotional resilience and a level of self-control that is admirable. Others may take note of your ability to stay calm under pressure, and this can set a powerful example. People respect those who embody poise, and your silence can serve as a testament to your character. It demonstrates that you value your dignity over the temporary satisfaction of a retort. In a world that often rewards confrontation, it's revolutionary to embrace silence as a response. It is an invitation to break the cycle of disrespect. When you remain silent, you refuse to engage in a dance of negativity that can spiral out of control. Instead, you reclaim your narrative. You are no longer a passive participant in a conflict, but rather an active architect of your own emotional landscape. Silence allows you to create space for clarity, understanding, and ultimately resolution. This approach can also lead to constructive outcomes. By choosing silence, you may disarm the person who disrespects you. They may expect a reaction, and when none is forthcoming, it can leave them at a loss. This gives you the chance to address the situation later, when emotions are cooler, and when you can articulate your thoughts more clearly. You can convey how their words affected you without being caught in the heat of the moment, allowing for a more productive conversation that may lead to mutual understanding or even reconciliation. The strength in silence can foster inner peace. In our increasingly chaotic world, maintaining a sense of calm and composure is invaluable. When you respond with silence, you protect your emotional well-being. You refuse to let external negativity dictate your mood or state of mind. This inner peace enables you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, empowering you to focus on what truly matters. Silence is not merely the absence of words, it is a powerful tool for personal empowerment. By choosing to stay quiet after disrespect, you harness a strength that is rooted in self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and resilience. You reclaim your power, gain insight, set an example, and foster inner peace. Embracing the strength in silence allows you to transcend the negativity around you and emerge with a sense of clarity and purpose. So the next time you encounter disrespect, remember the true power that lies in your ability to remain silent. It is often in that silence that the most profound strength is revealed. When faced with disrespect, one of the most counterintuitive truths is that responding often fuels negativity rather than quelling it. In the heat of the moment, the natural impulse is to defend oneself, to engage in a battle of words, or to retaliate. However, this immediate response can escalate the situation, turning a minor incident into a major conflict. The paradox is that by reacting, we often give power to the disrespectful behavior, allowing it to dictate the terms of engagement and control our emotional state. Disrespect is often rooted in a myriad of issues, both personal and situational. It can stem from jealousy, insecurity, or a simple lack of awareness. When someone disrespects you, their actions are a reflection of their internal struggles and not necessarily a true commentary on your worth. Engaging with such negativity typically leads to a downward spiral, where both parties end up entangled in hurtful exchanges that accomplish nothing but additional resentment. By choosing to respond, you not only validate their behavior but also lose your emotional footing, getting drawn into their narrative rather than maintaining your own. Consider the nature of conflict itself. It often arises from misunderstandings or differing perspectives. When emotions are high, words can be misconstrued, and intentions can be misread. Responding in the moment can exacerbate these misunderstandings, as reactions are often fueled by heightened emotions rather than reasoned thought. In contrast, when you choose to remain silent, you provide yourself with the opportunity to process what happened. This pause allows for clarity, enabling you to evaluate the situation from a more objective standpoint rather than being swept away by emotion. Staying quiet in the face of disrespect also offers an unexpected advantage. It preserves your energy. Engaging in conflict can be mentally and emotionally draining. It requires a significant investment of time and effort that could be better spent on constructive pursuits. When you choose not to respond, you conserve your energy for more meaningful interactions, allowing you to focus on relationships that uplift and inspire rather than those that bring you down. This shift in focus not only benefits your mental health but also empowers you to cultivate a more positive and enriching environment in your life. Silence can serve as a powerful form of communication. It can convey disapproval or disappointment without adding fuel to the fire. When you refuse to engage in a disrespectful exchange, you send a clear message that you will not tolerate such behavior. This response can often be more impactful than words, as it shows that you are above the petty squabbles and drama that others may engage in. Your silence becomes a testament to your self-respect, indicating that you value your peace over the chaos of conflict. Choosing silence can help prevent further misunderstandings. When people feel confronted, they may become defensive, leading to an escalation of the argument. This defensive posture can create a cycle where both parties dig in their heels, refusing to back down. By remaining silent, you break this cycle. You allow the other person to sit with their words, often prompting them to reflect on their actions. This moment of pause can sometimes lead them to reconsider their approach and recognize the error of their ways, opening the door to a more constructive dialogue later. In situations where silence is chosen over reaction, it often allows for personal growth and reflection. Instead of getting caught in a cycle of blame and anger, you can take the time to assess how the situation affected you. This process of self-reflection is crucial. It gives you the chance to explore your feelings, to determine why the disrespect affected you as it did, and to develop strategies for handling similar situations in the future. This kind of introspection can lead to increased emotional resilience as you learn to navigate your feelings and reactions more effectively. Choosing silence in response to disrespect fosters a greater sense of self-control. It teaches you that you can manage your reactions no matter how intense the external circumstances may be. This control is empowering. It instills a sense of confidence that you can maintain your composure and integrity regardless of how others choose to behave. By refusing to engage in negativity, you reinforce your boundaries and clarify what you will and will not accept in your interactions. The act of withholding a response can sometimes prompt a change in behavior from others. When they see that their attempts to provoke you are met with silence, they may realize that their actions are ineffective. This realization can lead to a reassessment of their behavior, promoting a more respectful dynamic in the future. Over time, this can change the nature of your relationships, fostering healthier communication patterns and reducing the likelihood of future disrespect. While the instinct to respond to disrespect is powerful, doing so often fuels negativity and perpetuates conflict. By choosing silence, you gain control over the situation, preserve your energy, and promote personal growth. Silence communicates your values and boundaries while allowing space for reflection and understanding. Ultimately, by mastering the art of remaining quiet in the face of disrespect, you protect your peace, cultivate resilience, and foster a more positive environment in your life and interactions. Choosing to stay quiet after experiencing disrespect is a profound way to reclaim your power. In moments of conflict, it can feel as though your dignity is being challenged, and the urge to respond is overwhelming. However, by opting for silence, you transform what could be a moment of defeat into one of empowerment. This choice allows you to take back control over your emotional landscape and asserts that you dictate how you respond to others' behavior rather than allowing them to control your reactions. When disrespect occurs, it can strike at the very core of your self-worth. The instinct to retaliate often arises from a desire to protect yourself and to assert your value. Yet, engaging in a verbal confrontation usually leads to escalating tension and can make you feel even more diminished. Responding can feel like a fight for your dignity, but in reality, it can have the opposite effect, drawing you deeper into a cycle of negativity and conflict. By remaining silent, you are not surrendering, rather, you are exercising a powerful form of self-control. You are telling yourself that your value is not contingent upon others' opinions or actions. This approach is not merely passive, it is an active choice to rise above the situation. When you choose to stay quiet, you send a clear message to yourself and to others that you will not be easily shaken or provoked. This act of restraint becomes a statement of self-respect. It asserts that you are above petty disputes and that you prioritize your peace of mind over a momentary desire to set things straight. In this way, silence becomes a powerful form of communication. It demonstrates that you understand the transient nature of disrespect and that you will not allow it to define you or your worth. Reclaiming your power through silence also involves a shift in focus from the external to the internal. Instead of getting caught up in the negativity of the disrespectful interaction, you turn your attention inward. This inward reflection allows you to process your feelings more effectively. You can ask yourself why the disrespect affected you as it did, and what it reveals about your boundaries and values. This self-examination is crucial for personal growth. It enables you to understand your triggers, helping you develop emotional resilience over time. Taking the time to reflect rather than react helps to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. By understanding your emotional responses, you can identify patterns in your interactions. This insight can empower you to respond differently in the future, enhancing your ability to handle similar situations with grace and poise. It becomes less about the disrespect itself and more about how you choose to navigate your emotional response. When you remain silent, you create an opportunity for the other party to reconsider their behavior. People often act disrespectfully without considering the impact of their words or actions. By choosing not to engage, you give them the space to reflect on their conduct. Silence can act as a mirror, forcing them to confront their own behavior, rather than being met with a defensive or confrontational response. This can lead to moments of realization where they understand the weight of their words and reconsider how they engage with others in the future. Staying quiet is an exercise in emotional intelligence. It requires the ability to recognize your emotions without being ruled by them. In moments of disrespect, feelings of anger or hurt can surge quickly, but responding in those moments can lead to regrettable words or actions. When you choose silence, you practice the art of pausing, taking a breath, stepping back, and allowing your emotional storm to settle before responding. This practice enhances your emotional intelligence, equipping you with the tools to navigate not just this moment, but all interpersonal interactions with greater ease. By reclaiming your power through silence, you also set an example for others. In a society where confrontation often feels like the norm, your ability to remain composed can inspire those around you. They may witness your reaction and realize that there are alternative ways to handle conflict, ways that do not involve escalating negativity. This modeling of behavior can have a ripple effect, encouraging a culture of respect and understanding in your interactions. Silence in the face of disrespect allows you to cultivate inner peace. In a world filled with chaos and conflict, Maintaining a sense of tranquility is invaluable. Choosing to respond with silence means you prioritize your emotional well-being over engaging in drama. This commitment to your own peace fosters resilience and empowers you to face future challenges with a calm and centered approach. As you learn to navigate disrespect without losing your composure, you build a foundation of strength that carries through to all areas of your life. Reclaiming your power through silence after experiencing disrespect is a transformative choice. It allows you to assert your self-worth, engage in introspection, and model emotional intelligence. By choosing not to respond, you not only protect your peace, but also create space for reflection and growth for both yourself and those around you. Ultimately, this choice elevates your emotional resilience and fosters healthier interactions, allowing you to emerge from challenging situations not just intact, but stronger and more self-aware. Using disrespect as a teacher is a concept that may initially seem counterintuitive. However, when you reframe disrespectful encounters as opportunities for learning, you can derive significant personal growth and insight from these otherwise negative experiences. Rather than allowing disrespect to derail your confidence or sense of self-worth, it can serve as a mirror, reflecting not just the behavior of others, but also your own responses, beliefs, and values. When someone disrespects you, the immediate emotional reaction may be one of hurt, anger, or frustration. These feelings are natural and valid. However, when you pause and allow the emotional tide to settle, you can begin to unpack what the experience reveals about yourself and your circumstances. Disrespect can often highlight personal boundaries that may need reinforcement. For instance, if someone's comments or actions cross a line, it serves as an indicator that your boundaries are not clearly established or respected. Recognizing this can be a powerful catalyst for change. This recognition allows you to set clearer boundaries in the future, both for yourself and for those you interact with. It encourages you to evaluate what you will tolerate and what is unacceptable. By viewing disrespect as a teaching moment, you can identify specific behaviors that are hurtful or dismissive and take proactive steps to communicate your needs more effectively. You learn to advocate for yourself and ensure that others understand the importance of respecting those boundaries. Disrespect can reveal much about the dynamics of relationships. It often highlights power imbalances or unspoken tensions that may exist. When you encounter disrespect, especially from someone you know, it can prompt you to reflect on the overall health of that relationship. Is this a recurring pattern? Does this person consistently undermine your worth? These insights can inform your future decisions about how much energy and time to invest in that relationship. You may realize that certain interactions are not conducive to your well-being, and this understanding can empower you to distance yourself from toxic relationships. On a broader scale, disrespect can serve as a reflection of societal attitudes and biases. Encountering disrespect may illuminate how societal norms or cultural contexts influence interactions. For example, if you face disrespect based on your identity, whether that be gender, race, age, or another factor, such experiences can inspire you to engage more deeply with social issues. They can motivate you to become an advocate for change, educating others and challenging disrespectful behaviors. By interpreting these moments as opportunities for growth, you align yourself with a larger movement for respect and equality, fostering greater awareness and empathy in those around you. Reflecting on disrespect can also guide you in your own behavior. It serves as a reminder of how your words and actions can impact others. Experiencing disrespect can cultivate empathy within you. You may find yourself more attuned to how your comments might affect others, prompting you to engage more mindfully in your interactions. This heightened awareness can lead to personal growth, making you a more respectful and considerate individual. In this way, the cycle of disrespect can be broken, and you can contribute to a more respectful environment in your relationships and community. Viewing disrespect as a teacher allows you to engage in self-reflection on your emotional responses. How do you typically react to disrespect? Do you lash out, retreat, or freeze in the moment? Understanding your default responses can illuminate areas where you might want to grow. This insight can inform your emotional regulation strategies, allowing you to approach similar situations in the future with a calmer, more constructive mindset. Recognizing these patterns can ultimately lead to a more empowered way of responding that aligns with your values. Disrespect can serve as an opportunity to practice resilience. Every encounter with disrespect provides a chance to build your emotional fortitude. It can teach you to withstand negativity and remain anchored in your sense of self-worth. As you learn to navigate these experiences without letting them define you, you develop a stronger sense of identity and purpose. This resilience becomes a powerful tool in your arsenal, enabling you to handle future challenges with greater confidence. It's essential to consider how learning from disrespect contributes to your overall personal growth. By reframing these encounters, you transform moments of pain into opportunities for empowerment. You learn that you can choose how to interpret and respond to negative experiences, which grants you autonomy over your emotional state. This shift in perspective is liberating. It reinforces the idea that you have control over your narrative and can emerge from difficult situations not as a victim, but as a learner and a leader. Using disrespect as a teacher is a transformative approach that allows you to extract valuable lessons from challenging encounters. By viewing disrespect through this lens, you can gain insights into your boundaries, relationships, societal dynamics, and your own behavior. This process fosters empathy, resilience, and personal growth, enabling you to navigate future interactions with greater awareness and strength. Ultimately, embracing the lessons within moments of disrespect empowers you to take charge of your narrative and inspires others to do the same, creating a more respectful and understanding environment for everyone. Building emotional resilience in the face of disrespect is an essential skill that can profoundly impact your overall well-being and interpersonal relationships. Disrespectful encounters can trigger a range of negative emotions, from anger and frustration to sadness and self-doubt. However, by learning to navigate these moments with grace and composure, you can cultivate a resilient mindset that not only protects your emotional health, but also empowers you to thrive in challenging situations. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations, bounce back from adversity, and maintain a positive outlook despite challenges. It is not about avoiding negative feelings or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it involves acknowledging these emotions and developing strategies to manage them effectively. When faced with disrespect, the first step in building resilience is to pause and recognize your emotional response. Allowing yourself to feel the hurt or anger is a natural reaction, but dwelling in that negativity can be counterproductive. Instead, acknowledge your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Once you recognize your emotional response, you can take proactive steps to reframe the situation. One effective technique is to shift your focus from the disrespectful behavior of others to your own response and well-being. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how you can use it to grow. This shift in perspective allows you to reclaim your power. You become the author of your emotional narrative rather than a passive victim of someone else's actions. By viewing the encounter as a temporary challenge rather than a defining moment, you cultivate a mindset that fosters resilience and encourages growth. Another vital aspect of building emotional resilience is developing healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of responding impulsively to disrespect, take a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or even stepping away from the situation temporarily can help you regain your composure. These strategies allow you to create space between your emotional response and your actions, helping you to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Practicing these techniques regularly can enhance your ability to manage stress in various areas of your life, leading to increased emotional stability over time. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network is crucial for developing emotional resilience. Sharing your experiences with trusted friends, family, or mentors can provide you with perspective and reassurance. They can help validate your feelings and remind you of your strengths when you're feeling vulnerable. When you experience disrespect, having a support system can act as a buffer, allowing you to process your emotions in a safe space. They can offer advice, encourage you to see the bigger picture, and remind you that you are not alone in your struggles. Resilience is also built through experience. Each encounter with disrespect provides an opportunity to practice your emotional management skills. Over time, as you learn to navigate these situations more effectively, you'll find that your confidence in handling conflict increases. You may discover that you're less affected by disrespect than you once were, and this newfound strength will empower you to face future challenges with greater assurance. The cumulative effect of these experiences is that you develop a resilient mindset that can withstand the ups and downs of life. Resilience is intricately linked to self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding during difficult times is essential for emotional well-being. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to fall into negative self-talk and self-criticism. However, practicing self-compassion allows you to acknowledge your feelings without judgment and to remind yourself that everyone faces challenges. This compassionate perspective fosters resilience by reinforcing the belief that you are deserving of respect and kindness, both from others and from yourself. In addition to fostering emotional resilience, navigating disrespect with composure can enhance your problem-solving abilities. When you remain calm and centered, you're better equipped to evaluate the situation objectively and consider constructive solutions. Instead of getting lost in emotional reactions, you can approach the disrespect from a strategic standpoint, deciding whether it's worth addressing directly, letting it go, or finding alternative solutions. This rational approach not only helps you manage the current situation, but also prepares you for similar challenges in the future. Building emotional resilience in response to disrespect can contribute to your overall personal growth. Each experience provides an opportunity to reflect on your values and boundaries. You learn to recognize the behaviors that are unacceptable to you, allowing you to develop a clearer sense of self and a stronger foundation of self-worth. This growth can lead to healthier relationships, as you become more adept at communicating your needs and standing firm in your boundaries. Building emotional resilience in the face of disrespect is a multifaceted process that involves self-awareness, coping strategies, support systems, and self-compassion. By recognizing and acknowledging your emotional responses, reframing disrespectful encounters as opportunities for growth, and practicing healthy coping mechanisms, you can cultivate a resilient mindset that empowers you to navigate life's challenges with grace. This resilience not only enhances your well-being, but also enriches your relationships and fosters a greater sense of self-confidence. As you learn to handle disrespect with composure, you create a positive ripple effect that inspires others to do the same, fostering a more respectful and understanding environment in your interactions. Navigating the consequences of disrespect involves not only managing your emotional responses, but also understanding how these experiences can influence your personal growth and relationships. When someone disrespects you, the aftermath can be challenging, but it also offers an opportunity to reflect on the experience and assess its impact on your life. Recognizing the consequences allows you to gain insight into yourself and the dynamics of your relationships, ultimately guiding you toward healthier interactions in the future. The first consequence of disrespect is often a dip in self-esteem. When faced with disrespect, it is common to internalize the negative comments or actions, leading to feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. This impact can be particularly profound if the disrespect comes from someone you respect or care about, as it can shake the foundation of your self-worth. However, by acknowledging this emotional reaction, you create an opportunity for healing. Instead of allowing the disrespect to define your self-image, you can actively work to reinforce your self-esteem. Engaging in self-affirmation practices, such as positive self-talk or reflecting on your achievements, can help counteract the negative effects of disrespect. Experiencing disrespect often forces you to reevaluate your relationships. The way others treat you serves as a reflection of their values and respect for you. If disrespect is a recurring theme in a particular relationship, it may signal deeper issues that need to be addressed. This reevaluation can lead to important decisions about who you allow into your life. Understanding that you deserve to be treated with respect can empower you to set boundaries or distance yourself from toxic individuals. This process of reflection not only strengthens your self-worth, but also fosters healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Disrespect can act as a catalyst for personal growth. Each encounter presents a unique opportunity to learn about your triggers, emotional responses, and coping mechanisms. Instead of viewing these experiences solely as negative, you can approach them with a growth mindset. Ask yourself questions such as, what can I learn from this situation, or how can I handle similar encounters differently in the future? By reframing disrespectful interactions as lessons rather than setbacks, you cultivate resilience and adaptability. This growth mindset not only enhances your ability to cope with future challenges, but also promotes a more positive outlook on life. In addition to personal growth, navigating the aftermath of disrespect can improve your conflict resolution skills. Each experience teaches you about effective communication and the importance of addressing issues directly. If someone disrespects you, you have the option to confront the behavior assertively and express how it made you feel. This practice of advocating for yourself reinforces your boundaries and encourages healthier communication patterns in your relationships. Over time, as you develop these skills, you may find that you handle conflicts with greater ease and confidence, transforming potentially negative situations into opportunities for constructive dialogue. The consequences of disrespect can serve as a reminder of the importance of empathy and understanding in our interactions. When you experience disrespect, it is essential to reflect not only on your feelings but also on the motivations behind the other person's behavior. Disrespect often stems from misunderstandings, personal insecurities, or external stressors. By recognizing that the disrespectful behavior may not be a direct reflection of your worth, you can cultivate empathy for the other person's struggles. This shift in perspective allows you to respond with compassion rather than anger, fostering healthier interactions and reducing the likelihood of future conflicts. The consequences of disrespect can prompt you to engage in deeper self-reflection. After experiencing disrespect, take the time to evaluate your own behavior and reactions. Are there areas in your life where you may be inadvertently inviting disrespect? Are there boundaries that need reinforcement? This process of introspection helps you to align your actions with your values, empowering you to create a more respectful environment in all areas of your life. It also encourages you to consider how your behavior may affect others, fostering a culture of respect in your relationships. Navigating the aftermath of disrespect can enhance your emotional intelligence. The ability to recognize and manage your emotions, as well as empathize with others, is crucial in any relationship. Each encounter with disrespect provides an opportunity to practice emotional regulation and improve your interpersonal skills. As you learn to navigate these challenges with composure and understanding, you become more adept at handling complex social dynamics, which enhances your relationships and contributes to your overall emotional well-being. Understanding the consequences of disrespect can inspire you to advocate for a culture of respect in your community. When you recognize the impact of disrespect on your life, you may feel compelled to challenge disrespectful behavior in others. This advocacy can take many forms, from promoting respectful communication in your workplace to engaging in discussions about inclusivity and empathy in your social circles. By speaking out against disrespect, you contribute to a larger movement that encourages kindness and understanding in society. Navigating the consequences of disrespect involves recognizing its impact on your self-esteem, relationships, and personal growth. By approaching these experiences with a mindset focused on learning and self-improvement, you can transform moments of disrespect into opportunities for growth. This journey not only enhances your emotional resilience and conflict resolution skills, but also fosters empathy and understanding in your interactions. Ultimately, by addressing the consequences of disrespect, you empower yourself to create healthier relationships and advocate for a culture of respect in your community, paving the way for more meaningful connections and a more positive environment. In conclusion, navigating the complexities of disrespect offers us a profound opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and empowerment. By choosing to remain quiet in the face of disrespect, we reclaim our power and assert our self-worth, demonstrating that we will not be defined by the negative actions of others. This decision is not an admission of defeat, but rather a powerful statement of resilience and self-control. As we learn to use disrespect as a teacher, we gain valuable insights into our boundaries, relationships, and emotional responses. Each encounter becomes a catalyst for personal growth, prompting us to reflect on our behaviors and the dynamics at play in our interactions. Building emotional resilience in the face of disrespect equips us with the tools to handle future challenges with grace and composure, reinforcing our ability to advocate for ourselves and create a more respectful environment. Recognizing and navigating the consequences of disrespect empowers us to foster healthier relationships and cultivate a culture of understanding and empathy. By transforming moments of disrespect into opportunities for reflection and growth, we inspire not only ourselves but also those around us to rise above negativity and strive for respect and kindness in all our interactions. In this journey, we learn that true strength lies not in retaliating against disrespect, but in choosing how we respond, using every challenge as a stepping stone toward becoming our best selves. Thank you.